Powered by Riverside FM.
If you want to take a look at somebody that the Minnesota Vikings should draft, don't look any further than my guy, Jaday Barron. I want him on this team. This kid is absolutely box office. He's a leader. He's tenacious. Imagine him in purple. This kid has the ability to be a shutdown corner. Amazing ability to track the ball. Plays with enthusiasm. Gritty. Can tackle. Likes to play the run. Versatile enough to be able to play in the backfield in terms of blitzing. So you know that he fits in well with Brian Flores' defense. He has this ability to always be around the ball, UP Nation. He's gritty. He's a nasty, tough corner. He's somebody not throwing anybody that we have under the bus like Mekhi Blackman or Byron Murphy Jr. But this kid has a little bit of edge to him. If he's there at 24, how can the Minnesota Vikings pass on this kid? This kid is absolutely amazing. Amazing ball hawk. He instantly makes our defense better. And especially with the additions that my guy Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has made during this offseason to build the bully on defense, this kid makes us more versatile, and he makes us way tougher than we are right now. I want to see the Minnesota Vikings pick this kid. I know there are talks about possibly picking another offensive lineman. I know that there have been talks about us possibly picking a defensive lineman, but Jaday Barron is absolutely fantastic. I mean, this kid can make our defense better and more versatile. He's quick and fast. He can play on the outside. He can play in the slot. And I think he has the ability to be that Swiss Army knife type guy as well. And he guards professional wide receivers every week playing in the SEC. There isn't any amount of speed that he hasn't seen. The coaching in the SEC is great. So he's the type of kid, man, that really gets you acclimated to the pros. Just being in that environment, the talent that he goes up against every single Saturday, the coaching that he gets at Texas, the coaching that he goes up against playing in the SEC. I think that if you want somebody that can turn into a possible shutdown corner, it's Jaday Barron. And so there is the question of, okay, will he be there at 24? There's a possibility that he cannot. I am probably higher on him than a lot of other people, but I see him around that 24th pick, around that area. I think he's slated to go late first round, but there's got to be more people out there that sees the talent that this kid has other than me that gets paid to do this type of job in terms of analyzing cornerbacks. I think this kid is the best cornerback, the most well-rounded cornerback in the college football draft. Now, the one thing that I wouldn't do, because here's the question, would you trade to go up and get him? I don't know if I would trade to go up and get him. I think the Vikings have kind of put themselves in a pickle because they have depleted their assets. So in terms of going up to get him, you're probably going to deplete your assets a little bit more, even if it's a 2026 pick, 2027 pick. You got to stop giving away assets for the present and mortgaging your future. And I think the Minnesota Vikings have done that for the past couple of years. So I think they got to get out of that practice. Now, if you want to make a trade to move back to accumulate more picks, and if a guy like Jaday Barron falls to you, I think, of course, that would be best case scenario. But I think the Minnesota Vikings, if Jaday Barron is there and they decide to stick and pick, this is the kid that you want. We've taken care of our offensive line. Do we need a left guard? Yes, but we have options for that. We don't have to address that this year, or we can address that in the later rounds. Did we address the defensive side of the ball in terms of the trenches? Yes, we've done that. The secondary is a little thin. Our front seven is pretty tight right now. Our secondary is a little thin. This kid, Jaday Barron, bolsters our secondary. Now, remember, we've got Mekhi Blackmon coming back. We just re-signed Byron Murphy Jr. Harry the Hitman has decided to come back. And so our secondary right now, Theo Jackson, we just gave him the bag. Although he hasn't proven himself in terms of being a starting safety, what he did last year in training camp and the spot reps that he got during the 2025 season, he did pretty well. But you add this kid to our secondary room, boy, on defense, I think you really got something. Everybody is speculating that the Minnesota Vikings are going to have a top 5 defense. You add this kid, I don't think it's speculation anymore. I think, you add this kid, yeah, he'll be a rookie, but this kid is ready-made to step in and play. You got Mekhi Blackmon, you got Byron Murphy Jr. There's no pressure for him to start on the outside. Again, you can put him in the slot. Heck, we might bring back Shaq Griffin. I don't know. But to be able to add this guy to the room, he bolsters your defense. I want Jahdae Barron on his team. Minnesota Vikings, if you stick and pick, this has to be the guy. If you decide to go another route and trade back to accumulate more picks, I get it. I can live with that. But if you stick and pick at 24, it's got to be Jaday Barron. What are your thoughts, UP Nation? Should it be Jaday Barron at 24? Put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about my guy, Jaday Barron. I think he's box office. This has been Unconventional Playbook. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It only takes a minute to continue allowing me to pump out good content to you. Please consider becoming a member. Those that become a member will be the winner of a Minnesota Vikings Winter Warrior jersey. This has been Unconventional Playbook. And as always, we will see you when we see you, UP Nation.